Welcome to the press conference for Game 13 of the 2025 Division III Softball National Championship hosted by Illinois Wesleyan University. Number 1 seed Virginia Wesleyan defeated the number 8 seed Randolph-Macon by a score of 3-1. I have the winning team Virginia Wesleyan here, which includes head coach Brandon Elliott and players Hannah Hurl and Sarah Prosser. Coach, can we just hear your opening statement and thoughts on the game?
Oh, man. Well, first I want to say I have 2 children at home, and my wife's handling it. My daughter's having a really hard time, and she watches these press conferences, so I just want to say hi to her, and I miss her and my son, and I love them. But, man, this kid, our freshmen have just been unbelievable. Before I say that, like Randolph-Macon, we played them 7 times, and that's crazy. And to be 6-1 against them, Gracie's – probably, if not the best pitcher in the country, one of the best pitchers in the country. She's owned us in her entire career, and just tremendous amount of respect for them. Lanyon and Sadler and Davis and, all those kids have just crushed us for years. And, it's a great team, and Christy's done a great job taking over. The ODAC's for real, and I think there were some people out there who said the ODAC had a down year. And you got 2 ODAC teams battling to go to the National Championship Series. And so just tremendous amount of respect for them and their parents. It always hasn't been rainbows and butterflies between our teams, but I think this year that's changed a little bit with Christy's leadership, and I appreciate that, and I have a lot of respect for them. But just proud of these kids. We challenged them between games just to compete and go out there, and I thought they did that. And this kid hasn't thrown all week, and she was a stud for us. And then Sarah just muscling up. And driving the ball, over their head and broke the game open. But also Jocelyn Woodard, we made a change in the lineup, and we decided to put Jossie. We talked to the staff, and we just thought, I said I just think Jossie's due for a big hit, and she's been working her butt off, and she had a big hit for us, put us up 1-0, and it's fun to push the buttons and see the kids have joy.
Hannah, what's your first championship experience been like, and how did you prepare to perform so well today?
There was a lot of pressure, but I feel like I've been in situations like this before, so it's kind of easy for me, just the support from all my teammates, my coaches and everything, it just helps. And then putting some runs up on the board helps as well, really gives me some confidence.
And Prosser, how has your team overcome adversity in general this season?
I feel like our team deals with a decent amount of adversity, whether it be injuries or even just like the outside noise kind of sneaking in. But really what's helped us a lot all year, I think, is staying within ourselves and relying on one another, because we talk about it all the time. We're such a deep team, and we always know that if I come up and I have a bad at bat or I make a mistake, I know the next person up is always going to have my back. And I think really relying on that and just trusting one another and staying within ourselves has definitely helped us with the adversity we faced.
Coach, where did the slogan "Out Love" come from, and what does that mean to your team?
Oh man, how much time we got? I'll try to shorten it up. But 2016, we were the number 1 seed in the country, and we were hosting a regional at Virginia Wesleyan, and we spent a lot of time complaining because they sent Salisbury there, who was the number 2 team in the country. So you had 2 teams, the top teams in the country, in the same regional. Salisbury lost the first game, and we were playing Mount St. Vincent. I'm not saying that, and Mount St. Vincent beat us. And not only they beat us, it was the first NCAA tournament win for their program, but also the first NCAA tournament win for their university. So you could see, it was basically like a 16 seed beating a 1 seed. And then we came through and we had to play Salisbury in an elimination bracket, and we got beat. And I remember our AD at the time told me that I shouldn't come to the ballpark the next day. And, our colleagues are there, so I was like, no. She's like, well, if you come, you're not going to have your job. And I'm like, I guess you're going to be looking for a new softball coach. But I worked the fields and ran the regional just like anybody else would. And long and short is Haverford won that game, won the regional. It was a huge upset, and they came back and beat Salisbury. And, I was depressed and bitter and sad and mad at myself and all of that. And I watched Haverford go out and dogpile, and I just saw the immense amount of joy those kids had. And for me at that moment, it was like, hey, I know it's not our joy with our team, but I'm seeing this. And I just felt like at that moment, and we had some conversations later with that team, it wasn't the fact that we didn't love each other. I just felt like other programs loved each other more in the bigger moments. And so working with our leadership, Bob Groves, who these guys know, and bringing him in, an outside voice, and having some real conversations about what does that mean, right? Do I put them all in a room and say you got to love each other? that's what we do in sports, but that's not true because the only thing they got in common is their jersey and their school. And so we just had to, like I said the other day, we had to learn each other's stories and then learn how to trust each other and love each other. And that just started to be like we need to out love people. And then that 2017 team brought it into a hashtag of out love, and then it's just stayed with our program. And it's not something that's just on the back of a T-shirt. These kids and our families and our coaching staff, they live it every day.
I love that. So either of you players can answer this question, but how are you prepping to play against Trine on Tuesday?
I think Trine is a good ball club, and so are we. So I think it's going to be a good matchup, and we're going to do everything we can do to win.
Sarah, I felt like you had 2 doubles today between the 2 games, and they were some of the longest hit balls that you've had all season. Was that an adjustment that you saw that you made with the left fielder, or was that just something you were angry at something?
Right, me.
It was kind of both because I've been struggling pretty much this whole season with getting under those balls and hitting them to the left fielder. So I kind of had to make adjustment within myself. Am I either going to hunt the low pitch, hit the ball down, which I wasn't having success with that either, or if she's going to throw me the up pitch, I'm just going to stay level with it. And it just so happened that I made really solid contact with both of them and had 2 great hits. But yeah, that's definitely something that I've been struggling with, so it was very nice to have success with that several times today.
Well, thank you all for your time, and good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the press conference for Game 13 of the 2025 Division III National Softball Championship, hosted by Illinois Wesleyan University. Number 8 seed Randolph-Macon was defeated by the number 1 seed Virginia Wesleyan by a score of 3-1. I have Randolph-Macon here, which includes Coach Christy Moronsky-Neufeld and players Hannah Martin, Naomi Sadler, Amanda Lanyon, Gracie Ellis, and Kayla Davis. Coach, can we hear your opening statement and thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was a hard-fought game. We had some hard hit balls, didn't fall our way, but I'm super proud of the fight and just the year that this group has had to come back once we got to postseason and fight for one another and believe in themselves and believe that they could get here when no one else believed that we would be in this spot at the end of the year. And I think that says a lot about this group right here and the rest of our team.
Yeah, I mean, Coach, in your first season, how does it feel for you personally to have gotten this far?
It feels amazing. And I think, coming in, knowing how successful this program has been and how far that they've made it, especially in this group's last 3 years, but not getting here, I feel really proud that we were able to do that and have a really good run as the 8 seed in this group.
Yeah, Christy, you guys had to go through 4 elimination games since the Moravian game. Just talk about the team's fight overall just to get to this point.
Yeah, like I said, since we made postseason, they just believed that they could do it. They had the want to win and to keep fighting no matter what the outcome was going to be. And having a lot of those close games throughout this postseason run, I think, was really helpful in us being relaxed out there in the tight games.
So for all of you guys, your group has been to 4 regionals, three regional titles, 1 super regional title, and a 3rd place finish here at the World Series. I guess tell me what it means to be a Randolph-Macon Yellow Jacket, and I'll start with anybody.
I want to say I am so proud of these 4. Just being able to watch them these years is absolutely amazing. And when it came down to that 7th inning, there was no doubt in my mind that we were going to do it. We were going to pull it off because that's what being a YJ is about. We just never stop fighting. And when it comes down to the wire, we always typically produce.
Personally, for me, when I committed to Macon, I had no expectations. Didn't think I was going to play. Didn't think I didn't know anything. I had no expectations going into it. I just knew I wanted to play college softball, and that was that. And these last 4 years have absolutely exceeded my expectations, especially this year. Making it to this point and being 3rd. I'm sorry. I even was just happy to be here, honestly. So to even make it to this point in my career on such a high note, I have peace backing away.
I would have to agree with that. I didn't really have an expectation of play time when coming in as a freshman, but I work really hard and I believe the greatest work ethic. So I think me pushing myself to be the best who I can be, because I want to be the best, because that's what a YJ is, the best. You want to be the best. So I think that's how I am, and this program meant the world to me, and I hope for the rest of the people, they look up to us and want to be the same as we are. So.
Just like them coming here, I didn't have this expectation. I knew coming in that Randolph-Macon had some success, but not really that much. So for this group to be able to come in and do what we've done for this program is amazing.
I guess what a YJ means to me is just always fighting and never giving up and always having each other's back. It's taught me so much, and I will forever hold all my memories very close to me. And I just can't thank this group enough for everything we've been through. It's been a fun freaking ride.
Well, thank you all for your time, and congrats on a great season for all of you.